name is L. Deity Princey. I am the structural diagnostician. I measure the bottlenecks behind high capacity pressure. I reveal the hidden patterns that shapes outcomes long before people even realize. So the title of our live today is Where is Your Life Actually Going? So welcome in everyone. This is a space where you can also ask questions. I see Preppery Skincare is back. Hi. How are you, beautiful? Are you subscribed to me? Is that why you joined so quickly? Thank you for joining. So, today's live is going to be around where is your life actually going? Allocation. Are you allocated? Are you allocated with your time, with your attention? Because your time never disappears. Okay, every hour is assigned. You are the authority over where your time is being allocated. Whatever you focus on is what will grow. Whatever you give attention to, that's what will grow and reproduce. And actually, I have an example for y'all today, but I'm going to save that. I'm going to wait until more people join because your time is important because what you focus on is producing results. You have an assignment. If you are a high capacity individual, which I know you are, that is why you are landed on this live, whether you see it live or you see it 5 years from now. You are a high capacity, high achiever, a highly aware, creative person. Creativity is building. So it's important for you to be allocated with your time because whatever you focus on has a result to it. You have to remember everyone has a vision. Your employer has a vision, your partner, you have a vision. So anytime someone can recruit you into their agenda, anytime someone can utilize your time, your resources, your energy, your charisma, right? Let's use sales for an example. When you are selling for a company and you're one of their greatest sales persons, you're only receiving a slice of what the company is producing. Now, if you're okay with that, great. But your charisma, whatever that you're doing that gets people to buy from you, they're not really buying from the company. If sure, brands have a subconscious imprint. So if somebody wants that particular brand, they may just already be open to buying it. But you could come on the scene, it could be a fresh new company. You're selling for them, you're getting signups. It's not the person never even heard of the company, but they see you. They just bought in because of you. Your charisma, that company, that their vision is being fueled by your charisma. So this is when your allocation is very important. You have to analyze the things that you're giving your attention to because that is what grows. You have to remember everyone has an agenda. Every hour has an assignment. So what is your life actually producing? Where is your life going based on where you assign your hours, your minutes, your seconds? Someone told me today something like it was like something general, but they was like it's not that deep. Everything is that deep. You have to remember we are literally floating on a rock. We're floating on a rock and resources are the only way for your needs to be met. So that means it's up to you to allocate your time so you can gain as much resources because if you're watching me, you're a high achiever. You are a high achiever and you look at the results that you have produced. So this is why it's important for you to be allocated. Everything is that deep. Every extra assignment you take, every extra meeting you take, every time someone's able to get you to use your car, your gas, run me here, do an errand for me. Time compounds. So every hour you give to someone, think about it. Someone said, hey, can you help me move? Okay, the move takes 5 hours. Do you know what you could do in 5 hours? You could do so much in 5 hours. Thank y'all for the likes. Hello, Sixer Gamers. Hello. Thank you for joining. Appreciate y'all liking the the YouTube. Send it out. This will be posted live so you can come back and reference it. So the question isn't whether you're busy. The question is who receives the benefit of your busyness? If you are so busy and you are so willing to help, again, a 5 hour move, that sounds busy, right? I'm busy today. I have to help my friend move. So who's benefiting from your busyness? Who benefits from your labor, from your charisma, from your love, from your passion? Who benefits from these creative principles that you have that are for building? Everyone has their own agenda. So whatever you are, whenever you are recruited into someone's agenda, you have to first say, do I want to be recruited? Because when you want to be recruited, now it's a mutual exchange. Remember, we're on a floating rock. Exchanges are required for you to enjoy this moment while you float on this rock. Like, it's that simple. So where is your life going? You are the only one in control of where you're directing your life. Okay, I work with founders as well. Founders who just started a business, but their whole team, I don't care if it's 6 people, they rely on them. They've created, with their time, with their attention, they've shifted their life into dependency. See, I always say this: an employer and an employee, a business owner and an employer can have similar things in common in regards to who controls their time. An employee who has a set boundary, who's making 100K a year, they may be way more free than the founder who is constantly on clock 24/7. Every time something happens with the business, they have to answer for it. They don't trust their team to make decisions. Yet the employee, they clock out, they do their 8 hours a day, they're done. Yet the founder, they're on clock for 12 plus hours a day. So you have to remember that your time is being reproduced. Whatever you focus on is what will grow. So where is your life going? If you're here right now, you're a high achiever. You are a high achiever. You're a high capacity individual. Okay? Because remember, most people chase money, but money follows attention. So going back to, again, helping someone move for 5 hours. When you are a builder, the ones who are watching me right now, you've already built something. If your life works, then if your life works and you feel pressure, it's structural. If your life is chaotic, this is not for you. This won't resonate with you. But if you are the one that created and built something, you have to remember that the more money that comes into the wealth that you're building is all built upon your attention. So you helping this person, you constantly being the micromanager. If you are micromanaging something, that's the structure you're building. You're building reliance. You're not building freedom. What happens if you step away? Can you step away for 72 hours? What happens if you step away for 72 hours? What happens? If you are brave, I want you to drop your answer below. Can you step away for 72 hours? Let me know. Will things continue to work? Will things continue to work in your life if you step away for 72 hours? I'm your fan. I was talking with my boyfriend. Okay, you understand? Can you step away for 72 hours? What happens? I see y'all commenting. W1ND, Sixer Gamers. What happens if you step away for 72 hours? W and W1ND said, I don't know. Okay, that's honest. If you don't know, then guess what? Someone else will know for you. If you don't know, that's exactly what this live is about. So thank you for that honest answer. The live is titled, Where is Your Life Actually Going? If you don't know where your life is going, someone will recruit you into their creation, what they're building, and they will tell you where your life is going. So if you're here right now, this is either a tap for you to tap into a higher state of allocation with your time. Everybody talks about distractions, right? Everybody loves using the word distraction, but you also are distracted every time you give attention to a family member who is not supporting you, to an employee where you know you're not benefiting from, to a business that you started and you know it's just not going where you think it's supposed to go. Speaking of that, let me use that as an example. How can a business owner know when it's time, someone who created something, a startup, how do you know it's time to pivot when you see that the numbers are not numbering? Let's use Little Debbie's fudge brownies. Little Debbie's discontinued the fudge brownies with the nuts on it in 2022. Why did they do this? They allocated their time and their resources because nut allergies. So, if we have to now make two different facilities, we had one facility for the brownies, the ones with the candy and the ones with the peanuts. But we have nut allergies. Now we have to have a separate facility for the brownies with the nuts, but now that costs more. Instead of us having it together, there was more leverage. There was more of a strategy in regards to income. The sales increased past the what? You manufacturing the product. But now they discontinued it. They don't care how much of a childhood favor that is for you. Oh my God, I love those brownies. Business is business. You have to think of your time just like that. I don't care if we're best friends and I don't care if this exchange is not serving me, the answer is no. The answer is no. The answer is I'm allocated. I'm allocated. I'm not busy because you will go into someone else's agenda. Little Debbie's made everyone a part of their agenda. How? Because you like this product, but guess what? Now we only have one variant of this product. You either still want to support or you're not. You're a part of this agenda now. You can go recreate your own. You can go make your own. Do you know? Good night. Good night, my love. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. I love you too. Thank you. You get some sleep now. So that is the same thing with your life. I wrote about this in my book, Monetize a Mind That's Colonized, Watch Prosperity Unwind. Your life is a business. So you have to operate as such. You have to have quality control. Quality control sounds exactly what it is, control of quality. If it is not serving the vision that you are building, it has to be eliminated because everyone has a vision, everyone. And money follows your attention. So, if your attention is needed for the things you learn, your attention decides what you learn, who you think about, what you improve, what grows. Where attention goes, structure follows. So if your attention is constantly on showing up for other people, being there for other people, money is going to follow the mere fact that you are a extra in someone else's reality. That's how extras get paid too. We're on a spinning rock. We are on a spinning rock, and everyone has to have a form of exchange to have the experience here on this spinning rock. We're on a spinning rock in the middle of a black space. You have to exchange. You want clothes, you want food. What do you have to offer for that? Nothing is free while you experience life on this spinning rock. Even the big brands, Little Debbie's. I don't care if you like this. If it's not leveraging and scaling me, if my business is not scaling, I have to cut the costs. This is quality control. I don't care how much of a friend you are. If you need me for 10 days and that I can't give you 10 days of my time, I can't give you 5 hours of my time because I'm building something as well. If we are not in an alignment together, if the recruitment is, if you can't be recruited on both ends, if we're not recruiting each other, you know, two main characters, oh, then we have the extras, blase, blase. If it's not a we're both the star, I I don't have the time for it. The answer is no. That is what it means to be allocated with your time, because this is how you direct where your life is going. No one outside of you is coming to save you, right? That's the quote that's going on. Literally, you have to look at this is the work I do. The hidden structure, the hidden structures behind the patterns that you're producing. Where is your life going based off of these beliefs you've been keeping, based off of micromanaging your team, always micromanaging, being the one always available and reliable for your family? Where has that gotten you? Has those results given you what you ultimately desire in life? Because you're on a spinning rock right now. You're on a spinning rock. No one is going to come hand it to you the life that you want. Hi, do you know Spanish? Porky. Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate it. We got up to 6 likes. Okay, YouTube, come through, YouTube. So since we have some new people in the building, my question is, what happens if you disappear for 72 hours? Can you disappear for 72 hours? Have you built a life that works without you being the one constantly producing energy to sustain it? This is what allocation means. What happens if you step away for 72 hours? Hey, Alexander, thank you for joining. What happens if you step away for 72 hours? Is anyone going to be brave in comments? Can you step away for 72 hours? I don't care if that's just turning your phone off, going to a nice luxury hotel, or even staying in your house. Staying in your house, making you some bomb food, getting you a chef, and phone off. Can you step away for 72 hours? Will you still have the same opportunities? Will things still function the same? Y'all shy, huh? Y'all say hey. Y'all say love you. Can't answer that question, can y'all? One person did say they don't know, though. So that's honest. Okay, so since no one wants to answer that, that's something for you to think about. Can you step away for 72 hours? Where is your life actually going? Who controls your time? Who controls your calendar? Because you have to remember, every yes recruits you. Every commitment recruits you. Every time you commit to something, you're being recruited to someone else's agenda. You're being recruited to build someone else's dream. You are on a spinning rock. This spinning rock is meant for you to manifest your dreams. And if you are a high capacity individual, you already see the connections for manifesting. If you're in survival, this won't make sense. But if you have built a life that you are proud of, if you are no longer in survival mode, because survival is chasing money, if you are no longer chasing money anymore and you have built a foundation for yourself where you're comfortable, or you are in a season where you want to expand, then this is for you. This is for you. If you feel pressure, pressure doesn't mean, most people confuse pressure with burnout. Pressure doesn't mean you're burnt out. Pressure just merely means there's a structural mismatch. There's a structural mismatch with how you're allocating your time, your resources. Hello, everyone who's joining. Thank y'all for joining. Remember, a relationship recruits you, a job recruits you, a business recruits you. The question isn't whether you're recruited, it's whether you chose the recruitment. Are you choosing the things that you get recruited into? Are you choosing these things? Okay, because everyone's dreams is competing. On this spinning rock, dreams compete. Everyone has a vision. Your employer has a vision. Your family has a vision. Your friends have their own vision. The algorithms, okay, influencers, you have a vision. Every vision competes for the same 72 hours. Every vision competes for the same 24 hours. And like I said, can you take 72 hours off? Are other people's visions competing for that 72 hours? Because even your first 24 hours, your 24 hours in a day is having a competition. Who gets control of your mornings? Who has control over the hours where your brain is supposed to enter a REM state, a sleep state, a restorative state? Your body is meant to rejuvenate at nighttime. Does your body does your body own its own vision during nighttime? Is your body's vision for rest and rejuvenation over compensated? Is it taken over by someone else's agenda of, I need you to work more, social media, binge watching, doom scrolling, right? Overactive mind. The system not being able to actually calm itself down, because this is where it comes into being the stabilizer. Most high capacity individuals end up being the stabilizer. This is exactly what my live is breaking down. Where is your life going? I find that competence isn't the issue. You can have all the competence, you can answer all the questions for people, you can have a very high awareness of yourself and the environment you are in. But until you are allocated in the authority of your time and your attention, you will constantly be recruited into other people's agendas. When you're the stabilizer for other systems, even when it's time for your body to rest, your body's vision is rejuvenation, rest, being replenished. Okay. um Getting, the dreams is getting rid of feelings, emotions. It's quality control, waste management. Your body is going through shedding dead skin cells. Your body is going through a time where it needs to rejuvenate. Are other people's visions dominating your body's vision? Because everybody has a vision. When it's time for you to rest, does your employer have the ability to control that? When it's time for you to rest, does your business, are you concerned and micromanaging your team and wondering if Sarah is going to send that email and make sure she talks to the correct governor tomorrow and make sure the meetings go well? Are you able to just rest, or are you actually spinning your wheels trying to plan everything out? That's exactly what happens with high capacity individuals, because they know exactly how things are supposed to go. Now they're got their hands in the pot. Whatever your attention goes to, that's what will grow. So when you keep on making things relied upon you, being dependent, micromanaging, this attention is what constantly grows. When you're always available for people, sure, I'll help you move, I'll be there for you. Yes, yes, yes. Everyone has a vision. And when they can pull you in, your attention is expanding that. So if I never met you and all I saw was your calendar, would I know what your priorities actually are? Not by what you say, but what receives consistent allocation. If I never met you and I saw your calendar, would I know what your priorities actually are? Because whatever has your consistent allocation, that is exactly what you are building. No matter what you say out your mouth, It's about that calendar. It's about what you're spending your time on doing, the people you are around. So what where is your life actually going? What are you actually building? Are you building what you say you're building, or will your calendar actually reveal the truth? And that's the work I do. My 11-point structural calibration is also linked in my bio. This will tell you exactly where your system is being overproduced. So check that out for those who know. Okay? Those who it is meant for. It's the work I do. I do hidden dependencies because sometimes people don't need your talent. Sometimes people don't care about how amazing you are, or how or what you've built, all the money you have. They just care the fact that, hey, you're stable. I'm just coming for the ride. Okay? They need your availability. This is the dependencies. High capacity individuals, see, competence breeds dependency. So high capacity individuals end up in environments that depend on them, but they think because, again, when you're not in survival, when money is no longer the issue, you have a sense of, I made it. I made it. Because when you're no longer struggling or even have to worry about your bills coming out, you don't even have to look at your auto pays. It shifts your psychology. This is when some high capacity individuals become the stabilizer. Being the stabilizer, and when you purchase my 11-point structural calibration or my book, Monetize a Mind That's Colonized, you will receive a free copy of my new ebook, The Pressure of Being the Stabilizer, because being the stabilizer is in fact a leadership characteristic, but it's only when one is allocated. That is the paradox with being the stabilizer. This is why the live is about where is your life actually going? What are you building? High capacity individuals sometimes create a beautiful cage for themselves. The cage is filled with so many achievements, so much resources, but there is no room for expansion. There is no support for growth because it lacks containment. Hello everyone. Can you say hi to me? Hi my love. So just remember that your time is always being compounded. Time is compounded. Your time is the seed that gets watered. So if your time is the seed, 1 hour might feel small, but 365 hours later, that is a skill. 1 hour today seems like it's nothing. We have 365 days in a year. If every day for 1 hour, every single day for 1 hour, your neighbor is asking you, can you just please do this for me? It takes a few seconds. I'm a little old lady. Just help me. 1 hour a day. And here is the work I do: the societal hidden dependency scripts of be kind, help the elders. Okay, you take 1 hour a day, you just help this lady, and you're still in the same spot 365 days later. But those 365 days, you just accumulated 365 hours. Every time you said yes, that 1 hour to help this little old lady, that 1 hour that that 1 hour, that 60 minutes a day, you could have literally lost that weight. I lost 75 pounds. Okay. You could have spent 1 hour a day. You could have said, lady, you gotta go find a grandchild, go find a social service. I gotta go walking. Okay. 1 hour, I can get about 5K steps. 5 to 6K, anywhere from 4K to 6K steps in 1 hour. You have to start thinking like that. That's what Little Debbie's did. The Little Debbie's brownies. They said, you know what? Having a walnut brownie is costing us. This is not cost effective to have two different to have two different manufacturing companies because of a nut allergy. We're losing money. We have to cut you off. We don't care how much you love the brownie. I don't care how nice that little old lady is. I don't care. Is someone else's niceness and love of your product going to elevate you and scale you to the next level, to the next orbit? You're on a spinning rock. That right there in itself should be a reminder of the levels to this atmosphere. You're on a spinning rock. There's different atmospheres that you can interject yourself into. But you have to be willing to, just like a rocket, you have to be willing to release parts that don't serve you in different times and spaces, in different levels of the stratosphere. You have to be willing to say, I don't need this. I got to let this go. This niceness that I have for someone else is taken away from me. If you just worked 8 hours a day and now someone wants 60 minutes of your time every single day, 365 days later, that's 365 hours that you could have created something. 365 hours of content you could have posted, because social media is also a leverage. That's 365 hours that you could have produced whatever it is that you are cultivating. Instead, you gave that time to someone else. Your time is finite. You are on a spinning rock, and your time is the seed that is producing the results that you are living in. And that's the work I do. I reveal the hidden dependencies that is producing the results that you may not say, why is this happening? I'm a good person. So many people come to me with this. I'm such a good person. Why is this happening? Or how is, this like this? Or why haven't I scaled to this level? Sometimes it's very simple, but the simplicity of it gets watered down by, oh, you need motivation, or you need to pray more. You like all these things that has nothing to do with the pattern that's producing the result that you are living in. It's very simple. Oops. So remember, 1 hour a day feels small, but 365 hours later, it became a skill, a business, a network, okay, a body, okay, body T. 365 hours can transform your body. Why would you waste? Don't think it's something small. Don't think, oh, it's only 30 minutes. It's only this. Is it serving you? Is it serving you? What life are you actually building? Okay, it becomes a reputation. Allocation compounds long before money does. Your allocation of your time is going to compound before wealth. How does the wealthy get wealthy? Someone had to do the infrastructure first. That's the infrastructure part. You have to be it's like labor in a sense, but not actual labor, but you're laboring, you're directing, okay? You are delegating. This is what needs to be done. So if this is what needs to be done, then the end result is now we have something to show for that. You have something to show. That is what your time is allocation. It compounds. People who have built wealth, they compounded it, and then that's why you have generational wealth. My mom passed this down to me. My dad passed this down to me. They compounded their wealth, their time. They created something. They were able to pass that on to you. So I want you to think about this. Who benefits the most from your current schedule? Who benefits the most from your I keep hitting this thing. Who benefits the most from your current schedule? Who benefits? 34 minutes. I'm going to be getting off in a few minutes. So the two people that we have right now, who benefits from your schedule? Are you brave to answer? Hello, Frosty. Frosty, you in a building, a Preppery Skincare. Who benefits from your schedule? Who is benefiting from your current schedule? And if anyone watches this after it's posted, feel free to answer all the questions in the comments below. So, who benefits from your current schedule? We have 2 people in the building. Y'all lucky I can't call y'all names out like on TikTok. So I don't know who y'all are. I don't know if it's Frosty. But if y'all are not going to respond, that's okay. I do appreciate y'all joining. We got it up to 6 likes. Thank you. Remember, check out the link in my bio so you can purchase my 11-point structural calibration, which will tell you exactly where your time is being allocated. Or you can also purchase my book, Monetize a Mind That's Colonized, Watch Prosperity Unwind. That reveals the hidden dependencies as well. That's the starting point. And the 11-point structural calibration is kind of the mid tier. So if you are new beginner, start with the book. If you are already knowing that what I've created works for me, I'm just feeling some pressure. My life works. I just feel some pressure. The 11-point structural calibration will be perfect for you because you've already established your creative principles. You already know what works for you. You know yourself. You just need some insight, a deeper insight as into the mechanics. There is a mechanical feature as into why things happen the way they do. And that's the area I work in. Thank you for joining. Have a beautiful night, and I will see you again next week. Thursday at 9 o'clock. I will see you Thursday at 9. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye.